Hey people. You people want to see it, it's time for that build video. So allow the most based and ethical Souls player show you how it's done. But first, we need to lay the groundwork. I'm on New Game Plus 16, meaning someone like Margaret Thatcher has nearly 100k health. So what does that mean for me and you? That means we must make a versatile build. And you know where we will find this build? This video, right here, right now. Do you remember when I said I was based, right? My character, she doesn't want a woman like Queen Marika doing a man's job. So she has elected herself as a regional dictator of a certain country called Limgrave. So why is that important, you ask? Well, simple. This is the reason why the build exists, doesn't it? To stop the other countries from stealing your valuable resources. So let's not waste any time and get to the first part. That's right, weapons. There can be many types of weapons, from curved swords, straight swords, swords in general, daggers, pokey sticks, bigger pokey sticks, stabby sticks, you get the idea. So what are we using? We are using curved swords. So allow me to show you where we can find them. Now, go to this location, close to the minor Erd tree, and then you will find Alexander's Rule 34 stash, or the entrance to it at least. Once here, go inside, open the door, and sit at the grace. Then, after that, make your way to the stone sword key area. Should be right in front, and then after that, open it and kill the 2 skeletons repeatedly. The reason why I picked these weapons are quite simple. They look cool. They don't look mentally retarded like half the other dementia-ridden weapons. But I would be careful here, as when you see these skeletons for the first time, a sound will play. Here, take some video proof. I hope I didn't scare you, but it was necessary to spread the Halloween spirit. Now you may be wondering why I picked this weapon out of all of them, purely because there are better choices in how you could commit a federal offense, or if you would like a better analogy of using a trench gun with explosive rounds in 1917. So what is this better weapon called? It is called the Scavenger's Curved Sword, with a natural bleed on it. But do not worry about this weapon, because we are going to use the Funny Messer. The one that you have been farming inside that cave for about 10 minutes now, probably. The reason why we are using it is because it has a much higher physical at 25 to 24, and on top of that, it looks much better than a crusty cheese grater. But do not forget, it does not come with a natural bleed, so the next part is even more important so it doesn't counteract it. Now, this next part isn't necessary, it's compulsory. That you put on a Ash of War to represent your favorite war crime. Because this Ash of War that I use, and will show you, is what I use for my PvP and PvE war crimes. So do you remember when I said I was based? Because this is the reason. This singular Ash of War makes me Haram. And on top of it, it makes this build more reliable than my upload schedule for PlayStation fanboy content. By the way, go check it out. So what is the Ash of War called? It is called Blood Blade. And what does it do? It chucks a projectile at the enemy, dealing somewhere from 200 to 500 damage depending on how you've built your character. As my character is an all-rounder, so do with that knowledge as you can. The reason why I haven't mentioned where you should place any points on your attributes is because I'm such a godly high level from playing the game. It leads to this point of, I can use almost anything, so I recommend you do some experimenting with what works with you. And the other Ash War that I use on my other Funny Messer is Step on a Hoarfrost Stomp. As any other crab enthusiast, I only use that for status chance. But let's go back to Blood Blade. The only reason why I use such a schizophrenic weapon is because of a simple fact that it can roll catch people. It has happened a couple times in PvP, but not often as you would like. But against AI and any other creature, it does its job perfectly while dealing decent damage. So let's move on to the next part of the build. The talismans.
The fuck you shoot a gun, you
Riot Shield. What else you want to
Oh, Riot Shield! I'm a pussy that use Riot Shield!
Talismans are one of the most important things in Elden Ring. They can decide the fate of a build. if you can make it past it being viable. So, let's go over the talismans, as well as anyone that you could replace with others. So, first, a tablet that looks like it has fanfiction on it, a schizophrenic butt plug, the Ring of Favor +3 from Dark Souls 1, and weapon with pot. But my guess is you want to max out your damage potential. Well, I will show you all the talismans on screen right now that you can use for damage increase. There, I've given you the talismans needed to perform some good damage. If you want to experiment with other ones that may work with you. But these ones will make any schizophrenic man get it on with any boss, and live to tell the tale. The next part is armor. Wear whatever you can and whatever you need to wear to get maximum poise or maximum defense or anything. As long as you look good, that's all that really matters to me. Now, if you want to run a spell that can complement this build, here it is. Golden Vow, that's all you need. So you've done it. You've made it to being based. I thought this could have never happened. I thought I was the only one. But you've made it. Straight to the end of the video. I appreciate it that you watched, but that is all. You have my build, and now you are based. So, leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you later.